What a week in the UK this week. Inflation up, food inflation up, highest it's been in 40 odd years now, and we've just had the budget today, so we've got taxes up. It makes sense more than ever. If you see things reduced in supermarkets, get it. Here I'm at Tesco's and the ice cream, obviously a seasonal thing, was reduced. So if you've got room in your freezer and you want things reduced that are like ice cream, now's the time to get it. I went on to the other reduced things and I got a really good deal with this St John's Wort. Instead of £6.80 down to £1.70. I've been shopping and making the most of everything I possibly can. I went to Lidl and I got these chicken drumsticks reduced. If I'm putting the oven on, I don't just put the oven on to cook one thing, especially with gas prices the way they are. So with these reduced chicken drumsticks, I put the oven on and I thought, what else can I cook? So I'd got some potatoes, so I just put these potatoes in for jacket potatoes. I made an egg custard with just 3 eggs, milk, a little bit of sugar and nutmeg. That's the beauty of these old cookers. They actually cook they cook at a higher temperature at the top of the oven, and as you move the shelves down it's a lower temperature. And then I thought, what else can I cook? So I put some Yorkshire puddings in, and those are just 4 ounces of plain flour, salt, 2 eggs and milk. And in the batter dish, you make sure before you put the batter in that a drop of oil that you put in the bottom is really hot, and then they'll puff up like this. And then I also, at the bottom of the oven, just put some apples in this foil dish. I'll scrape the apple out of it and discard the skin and the core, but I didn't have time really to do anything with them. But I wasn't going to waste the space. So if you're putting the oven on, make full use of it. Chicken drumstick, Yorkshire pudding, apple and a small jacket potato and a piece of egg custard for pudding. Just called at Tesco's. Quite a few things reduced on the fresh counter, although there was nothing that tempted me. But lots of bread reduced, and I've not seen this one before. Sun-dried tomato and herb bloomer down to 45p. I got some of the ham that was reduced. Look, 50p. I put the sausages back that I'd picked up, but I did get a steak pie, 38p. And instead of the sausages, I got the pate. That wasn't on special offer, that was £1.10. But I did ask the girl that was stacking the shelves if I could have this box. And I'll show you what I've got an idea to do with this box. So these are my living room curtains when they are actually shut. And you can see they're not long enough to tuck behind the radiator. And a lot of the heat, when I do have it on, goes up and into the windows. So that's where this cardboard box comes in. So the cardboard was almost the right length. I only had to cut a little bit off, and I've reinforced the joins with a little bit more cardboard. And I've got this insulated foil that a neighbour of mine was putting in the recycling bin, and I asked if I could have it, and she said, of course you can. But it's ideal for this job because I thought it would insulate and reflect some of the heat as well. and I left some slots in the back just so that it fits over the brackets of the radiator. I think that fits quite nicely, but I have got a little like altering things on the back, so I could lower it if I wanted to. But you'll see when the curtains are drawn, it's ideal really. And if I get some more cardboard, I thought I could extend it further down and behind the radiator, because this is an outside wall, and maybe we'll put some foil on that. These are some of my homegrown potatoes that are left. I've just got enough for Christmas dinner. I've added some carrots, garlic, stock cube, some of my own grown sage. I'll pop some water with it, bring it to pressure and just pressure cook it just for 5 minutes, and then let the pressure just naturally release. Look how much it's made. Make every penny count, people. I may even whisk this up and make it into a thick soup, but I'm just having it with some crusty bread. Things are certainly going up in price. I did call at Sainsbury's. It's Wednesday the 16th, and I just got some frozen chicken livers. If you remember in a video a while ago, I'd got some of these and they were 69p. They were 60p to start with, and then they went to 69p. Well, they're 75p now. I got this Moroccan style hummus for 24p, reduced to 24p. And then I moved on to Tesco's. I got this lovely organic milk, reduced from £2.15 to 49p. These are organic yogurts, 170 down to 49p. A quiche Lorraine, that was reduced from 250 to 63p. There were a few things reduced, but it's exactly the same when you're buying things reduced as if you were buying things to prep and build your store cupboard up. If you don't use them, don't buy them. So even if things are reduced, if they're reduced a lot, but if you don't use them, don't buy them. This camembert, finest camembert, and this has got a good reduction on it. £2.65 down to £1.38. But prices are definitely going up.